Life can be a funny little thing. There are people who live adventurous lives. Every day is different. Seeing new things, doing new things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us resign to just the day-to-day, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Keeping up with just yourself, so to speak. But sometimes fate has a way of changing things suddenly. And sometimes you can be blindsided by something you never could have expected. You're finally awake. Well, as awake as you could be. You haven't been initiated through the rejuvenation sequence, so you're unable to move. Only look and listen. Your memories are probably a bit garbled after the accident, but I'm sure you remember this. Doesn't matter if you do or don't anyway. I can see through that head of yours. You're wondering, where am I? What happened? Well, to put it succinctly, you were at death's door before we wound up and saved you. You lost an arm and half your head, but we fixed that. Now, do not misunderstand. The only reason we saved you is because of your interaction with the Watch. You work for us now. Only us. Do I make myself clear? Well, now that you know your place here, I think you're ready. Start it. Welcome back to the world, 0.6. Oh. Hi. Hello. Hey. Hi. This is super terrifying. But you know what? We're doing it anyway. So, hi. Nice to meet you. My name's Jacob. This is the first time I'm doing any of this, so I apologize for the scuff. It's kind of part of the process. But you know what? We make do. So I have a couple things I want to show you, and we're gonna get right into that. So without further ado, let's go. Shift some things around a little bit. Oh, okay. As I previously stated, my name is Jacob Castor. Full name, Jacob Dean Castor. Yes, I'm weird. I have 3 names. Call me Jake. Jake's fine. I like Jake. I have a code name, and I'm supposed to talk about it. It's part of, I don't know, it's part of like the contract that I have with... Anyway, it is STFES 0.6. Last time I checked, that stands for, what was it? Special Task Force Enhanced Specimen. I have no idea why they decided to call me that, but I don't question. I just follow orders. Anyway, last time I checked, chronologically, I am 202, which is way over life expectancy. But biologically, I am about 20, because that's when everything changed. I will always be 20, but time's funky doing what I do, so I'm about 202. I don't remember a lot about life before this, and I don't remember my birthday, I don't remember where I was, who I was, a lot of that stuff. So I picked one, June 6th. I like the number 6, and 6 is part of my code name, so I thought it was fitting, and it's right in the middle of the year, so nothing wrong with that, right? My height, not a huge talking point with me. I'm kind of short, 5'6", 167 centimeters. So if you ever catch me in a room, I'm not the tallest person in the room. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm actually pretty scrawny, at least I think. And languages. So obviously I can speak English. I'm speaking to you in English right now, but I can also speak a little bit of Japanese. Conversational, sure, but I can. And just to give you a demo, I thought I would speak just a little bit. So, all right, here we go. Hi, Jacob Castor と申します。Jacob もいいです。私の日本語はちょっと下手と思いますね。たくさんの言葉を分かりませんね。でも、いつも頑張ります。私の配信には、よく英語で話しますね。でも、日本語を読めます。そして、英語と優しい日本語のコメントを書くもいいです。はい。よろしくお願いします。Yeah, so I can speak a little bit. To paraphrase, I'm going to be speaking English most of the time, if not all the time in my streams, but any comments in any language are absolutely fine. And if you want to type in Japanese, that's cool too. I just can't read kanji, much like a lot of people. So easy Japanese is for the best. Okay. So, I like a lot of stuff. I'm a big fan of video games. I play a lot of video games. I'm also a huge fan of music. I can barely live without it. It's one of my favorite pastimes to just sit and listen to a good song. I'm also a big fan of tech. I like technology, like computers, electronics, stuff like that, robots, anything that just moves humanity forward, like in engineering and anything, I don't know, sciencey and cool stuff like that. On that same kind of thought line, I also really like space. The idea of just celestial objects and a massive expanse of different things, it's so cool. And people taking pictures of space objects is so cool. Like that blood moon that was a while ago, that was awesome. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Other things, I like cats. I really like cats. Cats are adorable. If I could have a cat, I'd have a cat. I also like dogs, not as much as cats, but pets are adorable. And anytime I see a cat, I melt a little bit because just so cute. Other things, I like just learning about stuff, like anything from like interesting like concepts that you would learn in school to like history stuff, learning about things that happen, things that will happen. Just, I don't know, I like learning. I just like the idea of learning. Weird to say that, but it's just, I don't know, it's just who I am. On that same line of thought, I also really like obscure content, like stuff that you wouldn't see all the time, and lore. Like video game lore, book lore, just story writing and storytelling in general is super cool. And I really enjoy that stuff. To give some like YouTube examples of content, like people like Wendigoon, people like Nexpo, Nightmind, just really interesting deep dives into creepy and obscure like content and lore stuff. It's just awesome. I also really like Dungeons and Dragons. I am not super good at roleplay, but just being with people, playing characters, doing RPG things is just, it's just such a fun time. Slightly off topic, but I also really like philosophy. Like the idea of trying to understand the world around you. There's so many things that can be explained with, well, not can be explained, but can be asked with philosophy. Like, why are we here? Why do we think the way we do? And it's just it's such an interesting concept to think about that a lot. And I don't know, I just like philosophical concepts. And last but not least, I really like binging VTubers. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this, being in front of you right now, talking, if 40 to 50% of my entertainment wasn't completely absorbed by watching VTubers. So yeah, I really like watching other VTubers play games, chat, do cool stuff, collaborate. It's just fun. Every time that there's something that I like, there's something I dislike. So I don't like healthy foods. I have a horrible diet and I can't eat healthy foods to save my life. So don't hand me any fruit because I will not eat it. I am super sorry, but let me continue to slowly rot away with my horrible diet. I also don't like bugs. I think bugs are gross. I'm really scared of flies, and anything that flies around makes noise. Moths and spiders are cool though. Let's not get that wrong. Moths are awesome, and spiders kill all the bugs I hate. So they're cool. I don't mind them at all. Oh yeah, sad things. I don't know, sad things make me sad, and I don't like being sad. I like being happy and enjoying, living and having a good time. And yeah, you can't avoid being sad. There's a lot of sad stuff. But like constantly being a downer, I'm just not a huge fan of. I just like being upbeat and enjoy, like just having a good time, Oh boy. So losing in games. I am a sore loser. I am a sore loser. I have a serious problem where I know I can perform, but I constantly get upset at myself and other players. You can call it toxicity because I call it toxicity. But yeah, I'm a sore loser to the core. And to keep on that line of like competitive video games, I don't like battle royales for that same reason. Apex, I'm all set. Warzone, get out of here. Fortnite, why even? Just not a huge fan. Last thing, I don't like cheap scares. I really don't like when people like use cheap scares to freak you out because it just feels unearned. And if you don't use atmosphere, you're kind of losing out on like a lot of what makes your game interesting. All right, on to the hobbies. So I play guitar and I sing. I'm not super great at either one, but I try my best. Actually, hold on, I have an idea. Let's hope I set this up correctly. Hold on, you're about to hear some movement. Let's hope I don't destroy anything. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna try to improvise something. Bear with me. If this comes out really bad, I have not scripted this, so I'm just gonna play something. Let me turn down the BGM quick. And then, all right, let's see. All right, you can't hear that. Good. I'm going to mute my microphone and just quickly improvise something. All right, so you get the idea. We turn the BGM back up. Yeah, so that wasn't my favorite little improvisation I've ever done, but you know, it gives you the idea. I do want to play guitar at one point on stream. I would love to do that, but for right now, I just get a little taste. Yeah, so other things, I'm learning how to cook. I'm not great at it, and it's taken a lot, but it's chemistry. It's awesome. I get to eat everything. The food's great. I'm not great at cooking, but I really like to do cooking, and I don't know. I guess it's a hobby of mine. Graphic design / art. Yeah, I'd say it's a hobby. Everything you see on screen right now, I made myself. So I know it's kind of amateurish, but I'm proud of it. So there's room to improve, but you know, for what it's worth, I like it. And now I can list YouTube as one of my hobbies because I'm now starting to do this. So that's a huge plus. All right, moving on to the next slide here. Oh, that's right, anime. I actually haven't watched that much anime in quite some time, but I had a point where I binged everything. I did. I binged everything. I would like lay on the floor and watch. Oops, sorry. I would like lay on the floor and watch episodes and episodes of different shows all together. I kind of cherry picked this list, but there's some really good ones on here, like Bakemonogatari, which is my favorite of all time. Wonderful animation, great characters. I'll watch it over and over again. And then there's some ones that I think are just really well written, like No Game No Life, One Punch Man, Overlord, just some good ones. Manga-wise is even less than anime, but I listed a couple that I've read in their entirety. Frank and Fran, which is a body horror manga. You probably know where I'm coming from with that. Chainsaw Man, which I have not watched. Do not spoil anything, please. But I have read it. And literally anything by Junji Ito. I am absolutely obsessed with his work. I have a hard copy of Uzumaki. I have read most of his stuff. He is a fantastic artist, and he keeps me up at night. Right, so that's that. Games! Second big thing. I play a lot of video games. I play more video games than I watch anime, that's for sure. And this isn't everything, but this is a lot of the big stuff. A lot of the stuff on here I've played either the full series or just the one and found it absolutely fantastic, like Tales of Berseria or Final Fantasy X. But like Borderlands, Platinum Games, Halo, I've played most of them. Crash Bandicoot, I played most of them. Oh yeah, Neptunia, played most of that too. My favorites would probably be Destiny 2, Dead Space, Devil May Cry, Persona, specifically 3, 4, and 5, Portal, and actually Armored Core is probably my favorite game of all time, specifically Armored Core 2 and 4. If you've never heard of it, they're old Platinum games. They're old From Software games, not Platinum games. Sorry, I got that a little mixed up. And it's essentially like Gundam, but super, super serious. Big mechs, big guns, killing robots, flying around. Sick game. Check it out. Music. By my little improvisation there, you probably could have guessed I'm a rock dude. I like hard rock, I like heavy metal, I like distorted guitars, I like people who play solos. I like heavier music. Not super heavy, but heavier music. This list is very, very small. This, like, if I had everything listed, it would be huge. To give you a couple examples, like Dream Theater is one of my favorite bands of all time. Huge fan of Iron Maiden, huge fan of System of a Down and Tool, and Metallica, Megadeth, and a couple bands on here are kind of, I don't know, not like super well known amongst the general public, but all of them are just, they do some great stuff, like the Mars Volta, Caligula's Horse, Thank You Scientist, all awesome music that, like, I feel like not as many people have heard. So yeah, go check them out, seriously. But I'm not just a heavy guy. I can do lighter stuff too. For instance, Eminem, great rapper. absolutely fire bars. I know that sounds super boomer to say, but like I really can't describe it any other way. Gorillaz, Jamiroquai, Maroon 5, really fun music. Muse and MCR have all had that phase, and I'm still kind of part of that phase. And then old like 70s, 80s progressive rock like Russian Yes, super fun. On top of all that, I also dabble in the Japanese music scene, more specifically like J-pop, J-rock, and Vocaloid stuff. So like YOASOBI and Kenshi Yonezu, also known as Hachi, great artists. And then Vocaloid producers like Deco27, Yuyo Yuppei, and Hiragi Karai, all absolutely wonderful artists. All right. Okay. I really hope they didn't see that. You weren't supposed to see that either, but yeah. Okay. Wow, I really hope they didn't see that. Anyway, here are some goals that I've set. So I want to grow a fun community no matter how small. And this is a genuine statement. If you spend even a moment of your time, like engaging with me on Twitter, on my streams, on anything, I will be eternally grateful, because time is such an important thing, and like even giving me a chance of like saying, hey, I exist is just super cool, and I'll be grateful for any of that. Yeah, so continuing on from there, I want to get better at FPS games. I mentioned before I'm a sore loser, and it's probably because I think I can do better than I can, and I want to get better, especially more competitive stuff. Like, I want to get better at FPS games. On top of that, I want to play some new games I've never tried. I play a lot of games, but I also have a lot of games I've never played, and people have said over the years, like, oh, this game's great, and I go, cool, and then I never touch it. So maybe this will give me some opportunity to enjoy that. I want to improve my art and design skills. I mentioned before that I'm an amateur, and yeah, I am. I'm very much an amateur. I want to get better at it. I want to do more interesting things, and I want to just have some polish. I want everything to look nice. Become 2D. Sounds a little backwards from what most people say. But yeah, like live 2D and models are just so cool, and they're so intricate and so well designed, and I would love to commission one day. But for now, I think I'm fine sticking with what I have, but one day, yeah, definitely. I want to write music. I have a folder on a different computer filled to the brim with like little song snippets, but I've never been able to execute on any of them, and I want to sit down and like properly write music. I don't know if I can do it in my current state, but we'll see. I also want to sing on stream at one point. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do it in my current state. My setup's a little bit jank. But it would be great to just have a karaoke fun time and just sing some fun stuff. I also want to meet new people. Like, the VTubing community is really big now, and there's just so many cool people with so many talents and are just great entertainers, and I want to just meet some people. And to cap it all off, I just generally want to have a good time. I've never done like streaming before, and I just want to sit and vibe and have just a good time playing games and, I don't know, shooting the shit, for lack of a better word. Yeah. All right, so I think this is the last slide. Yeah, this is the last slide. So I have some tags. For anything related to me, it's just Jacob Castor. It's my full name, easy to find. For live streams, I have it tagged on the title of this one. It's Castor Live. So anytime there's something from a live stream, you can use that hashtag. And then for any art, which I would be incredibly flattered if anyone drew art, because that's so time consuming. And trust me, I fully understand how time consuming art is. So like taking time out of your day to draw art of me would be insane. But so I can find it, it would be Jacob Castor. And I think that does it for the slides. So to wrap up, I want to show the full model. Finally, it's here. It's me. It's the full thing. So yeah, at first I didn't think the colors would work, but after like working with it for a while, I think it looks pretty good. I know it's a bit braggadocious to say, "Oh, my model looks great," but I don't know. I think it came out okay. And as you can see, it's like I don't know what you'd call that, like a vest coat with a green like sash on the end. Well, green. What am I, colorblind? Blue. Sorry. Don't even know my own colors. But yeah, here's the full model. I'm sure you'll see more of it in the future as I do different things. But yeah, this is what I look like. All right, and the very last thing, recap everything off, is schedule. I have a schedule for this week. So the first stream is this one. So right when this ends, that's done. Tomorrow, about an hour earlier from like this time, I'll be doing a little post-debut chat where I just sit in front of the camera and talk about just general things like who am I, what do I do, what's going on with my life, stuff like that. I don't know. I just want to have a good talk. After that, on Friday, I'll be playing the entirety of Portal 1 all the way through again. I love Portal, as I said, and it has been a while since I played Portal 1, so I've probably forgotten all the puzzles. My short-term memory is trash. But yeah, I'm going to be playing through the whole thing. So that should be a fun time. And then on Saturday, at a much more reasonable time, I will be replaying from the beginning Destiny 2 from scratch. New account, new character, no DLCs, and we'll see how that goes. I am a hardcore veteran of Destiny, so starting fresh is going to be a crazy, crazy experience. All right. I will be posting that schedule on Twitter as well, so you can see it there. And I think that does it. So, with that being said, for anyone who popped in even for a little bit, thank you for tuning in. For anyone who's watching the VOD, hi. Nice to meet you again. This is me. Hello. And with that, I think that's everything. So I'm going to cap it off here. I will see you tomorrow at roughly the same time. And from there, it's off to the races. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.